reading, listening to the Bible. I was in Isaiah and reached at Isaiah 9, verse 17. It says, "Therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall have mercy on their fatherless and widows. For everyone is a hypocrite and an evildoer, and every mouth speaketh folly. For all this is anger. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still." We as a nation, like each generation, has been drifting away from God. And when I read this, it's like we are, as a nation, we are basically in the same position as Israel. One point, Israel was far away from God. Started worshipping idols, but then in this specific part, Isaiah, the Lord was saying that even though all this is happening, his anger is still there, but his hand is stretched out still. Now, this could be read two ways. The anger of God is still there and his hand is stretched out against us. But I am reading this and saying that his hand is stretched out to say, alright, if you just turn, if you just come unto me as a nation, as Jerusalem, just come unto me. Israel, I'm calling you back unto me. Jamaica, God is calling us back to him. And he's giving us the opportunity because his hand is still stretched out. That's what I got from it, and I just wanted to share that no matter where you are, no matter what you are doing, no matter how far you are from God, his hand is still stretched out. His hand is still stretched out, and he's saying that even though he's angry at you, he's angry at us, he's angry, even though his anger is there, and he's saying that his anger is spilled out, and his anger is upon us as a nation, he's still saying on the other hand that his hand is stretched toward us, saying, come my children, come, let us reason, come, let us be on the correct path. Hallelujah. So I just wanted to share this with you. Bless you. Also, while I was in prayer, I was worshiping God, and then it's like I see this image of myself standing, and then I see this image of God, and the more I saw God, is the smaller I became until there's nothing. I believe that what God wants us to do is, even if we are getting smaller, if self is getting lesser, we have to understand that God is still God. That no matter what situation we find ourselves in, even if we are losing ourselves, God is still God. And once we understand that and continue to look on him as God, he will not leave us, he will not let us go. So in other words, don't let our situations dictate how big God is. Don't let our situations dictate who or what his nature is. Don't let our situation dictate what he can do in our lives. Remember, God is bigger than everything. God is bigger than the universe itself. God, in his word, it says that he is the only God. Before him there was no God. There was no God created before him, and there will be no God after him. He's the one true and living God. And He's saying to come. Let us come as a nation. Let us reason with Him again. Let us serve Him. Bless you.